at high risk of flu complications, including pregnant women and older adults. Call the Community Medical Clinic for more information or stop by one of our locations in Hopkinsville, Oak Grove, or Princeton. Walk-ins are welcome. Community Medical Clinic. Better health through professional care.
Kevin and Jennifer Board are proud to announce Splinters to Boards has a new home. They are known for their custom wood decor, but there's so much more. Wall decor, tables, door hangers, hall trees, and welcome signs. If you can think it, they can make it. They specialize in custom orders. They even make their own candles. They can deliver gifts to your friends and family, and they deliver to the local funeral home for free. Splinters to Boards, now at 497 Marion Road, Princeton, next to the Marathon. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 10 to 5, Fridays 10 to 4, Saturdays 9 to 1, and they're always open on Facebook.
1580 103.3 WPKY Coffee Talk is on the air. Morning conversations about things of interest to you. If you'd like to be a guest on Coffee Talk, just email us your information at WPKYonline@gmail.com. We're proud to call Caldwell County home. WPKY.
1580 103.3 WPKY. Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk on the air at 8:09. And we got the Caldwell County Extension Office with us this morning, Miss Ashley White. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good morning.
Have you recuperated from all your bicycle riding?
I think so.
That was the neatest thing, though. Ty did a really good job on that.
He did. He really did. And he was the first one besides me. So he got a lot more fruit, and it was a lot more frozen. So, you've got to give him credit here.
I give him all the credit in the world. Are you kidding me?
Now let's explain what we're talking about here. It was Saturday out at the Caldwell Medical Center Community Health Festival, and Ashley had a smoothie bike. It's a bicycle rigged up with a blender.
Mm-hmm.
It was the neatest thing, though.
Yep. So to make your smoothie, you had to pedal. And the quicker you pedaled, the easier it was to make that smoothie.
It's a lot of fun.
I'm going to tell you, I would not be good at that.
That's not true.
No, it is, because I don't.
We
know how
had
to ride a
all
bike.
ages that tried the smoothie bike.
I don't know how to ride a bike. I'm not good. We've talked about that.
This one
before.
does not have wheels, so you're good.
Well, no,
if it doesn't have wheels, you don't have to balance it. Guess what? You can just sit there on it and pedal.
I can do that. I might be able to do that. Somehow or another, it would fall over me, the smoothie machine, everything.
No training wheels required.
No, I would have to have them. Hey, but we were talking about that on Saturday. Ty and I were too, about the different things that could come off of that, though, where you could do maybe washing your clothes. You could do all kinds of stuff off grid with the bicycle.
I got inspired and I hooked my washer up to a bike this past weekend.
How did that go?
It went pretty well.
All right.
Yep. I'm ready. I've got the thing going, and go to the basement and just pedal away.
Hey.
Well, there you go.
Now, if we could rig that up in the living room where I could watch TV at the same time, I might
just
do that.
Just use your imagination, right?
That's an idea. You're going to have to be a little more technological savvy than me.
Maybe that's a good use for that exercise bike instead of throwing the clothes on top. It always ends up as a laundry hanger.
Well, the great thing was it was very educational,
yes.
Very healthy,
yes.
Because you got to exercise and then have a really nice, healthy snack.
Right.
And that's what you guys were there for. We're promoting your healthy recipes and all kinds of things. And that's sort of what we're talking about coming up here with you all at the UK Extension Office.
Yes, we were promoting our Fit Blue Walking Challenge, and that begins on the 28th, which is Monday. And in order to participate, you have to be registered by midnight on the 27th. It's all through an app. You don't have to come see me at the office. We have a Fit Blue app, so download that, and then you will go to challenges and you'll search for Princeton or Caldwell County, and our information will come up. You do have to input an invitation code, and I can give it to you now, and then you can also call me at the office or it's on our Facebook page. But the invitation code to join is YNEF capital ZS. I didn't make that up, y'all.
Oh, come on,
So
Ashley. You said
I didn't do that to you. That's just the
She
program.
said, hang on, watch this minute. Watch this.
Let's see how complicated I can get this code. So I hope everybody remembered that. No, I'm just kidding. You call the office or we have it available on our Facebook page. But the walking challenge, we're not setting the goal for you this time. Your goal will be specific to you. We want you to increase your steps. So if you're starting at 0, increase them a little bit. If you're starting at 8,000 a day, increase a little bit more. So everyone has the potential to be a winner with this challenge, because if you complete the challenge by increasing your steps, there you go.
Done.
You're a winner.
You've
I love
won.
that though. And well, and it's perfect timing right here around the Thanksgiving time frame. Everybody's kind of thinking about the food and the calories, and of course, always the first of the year, everybody,
Right.
or a lot of people. I'm not going to say everybody because I'm one of those that don't do the whole. I promise next year.
No New Year's resolutions.
I don't, because
you?
I know I'm going to break it, and by like 24 hours later, I'm already done. But I mean, that's a New Year's resolution of a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is. So this is something that you can do over the next 4 weeks as we're starting to think about the holidays. And it's not something that you have to come into the office and come to a class. Videos and texts are sent to you. There are recipes in the FitBlue app. So if you're looking for a new recipe, if you are looking for a new workout, there are videos with individual exercises that you can do. So if you don't know how to do a bicep curl, guess what? There's a video in there. There's a step-by-step procedure for you to be able to do a bicep curl.
And you can participate without any special equipment except for just a cell phone, and that's in the Google Play Store, of course, your iTunes Store as well. So you just download that C Blue app from there.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Well, and some people say, I don't want to go to the gym until I can, do until I feel a little more comfortable.
Sure.
So, I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah, lots of tips. And then this week we have our Make and Taste on Thursday, so tomorrow. And today is the last day to register. We are going to make mason jar lid pumpkins, and we're going to taste Hawaiian pizza. And we have a good time.
Pumpkins are so cute.
They are really cute.
I cheated and looked up what they were, I was on Pinterest snooping because I wanted to see what that.
Sure.
They are the cutest things.
They are really cute, and they're really easy to make. And we will, it's $5 if you are not a homemaker member. So if you are a homemaker member, it's free. But in order for me to have all the supplies, you've got to call me and let me know you're coming.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, the pumpkins sound fun, but the pizza sounds...
The pizza is really good.
It's amazing.
I will
It's
admit.
really good. I'm a big pizza fan.
Me too.
But I'm not always... I'm kind of a pepperoni and cheese girl. Mm-hmm. But I don't branch out much. But the Hawaiian pizza, it's really good, and I do eat that.
So you sampled it and you tried it,
Yes,
yeah.
and I do
like
eat that.
Hawaiian
Y'all know
pizza.
how picky I am, but I do eat the Hawaiian pizza.
Well, and you do a recipe thing online too that I want to. I want to make sure every time you come in that you plug that, because it has really kind of taken off and everybody loves it.
There is a lot on there. Now, it has kind of paused, but you can still join. I haven't deleted the group or anything like that, but we have paused. We were going 8 weeks of recipes 3 times a week, and then pause for a little bit, and then we'll kick back
We'll
up.
pick it back up.
Pick
But
back
the good
up.
stuff is it's like a library. There's stuff on there.
Right,
You
there's
can go
still
back and
things
you
on
can-
there,
yeah.
so you can join at any time. Just don't expect constant
Updates
recipes.
right away, yeah.
Yes.
Well, and you did one the other day with some spinach.
Did I do it, or did Joni do it?
Well, Joni did it. It was on. It was on there though.
Did I do it?
And I thought, I don't know about this one. And hey,
Which one was it?
kudos! It was like
it
a
on
spinach and a chicken.
trying to think what it
garlic.
was.
Oh man, it was awesome.
Okay, I'm trying to think what it was.
It's on my phone. I'll put it.
Okay, you may have to show it to me and tell me which one it was.
a good
You may
thing.
have to try it.
But when you're doing the Fitbit thing or the Fitbit or Fit Blue rather, a lot of those recipes are really healthy on there, and that can really go along with that.
Yeah. So if you want to come to Make and Taste, give us a call today, and we'll get you signed up for that. And then on Monday evening, we have our Homemaker Leader lesson on mindfulness at 5 o'clock in the evening. And you do not have to be a homemaker leader to come to that. If you can call ahead, that'd be great. I'll go ahead and have some materials ready for you. But if not, that's okay. I can make you a copy when you get there. So,
And that
join us for
benefits
that.
all types of people, really. I mean, you don't have to be in the Homemakers Club for that to benefit you.
No.
You don't have to be a Homemaker Club leader, in other words, to benefit
Right.
from that.
Right. And mindfulness is a big word right now. It's a big topic. You're talking about mindfulness everywhere. So we're going to give you some tips on how to be mindful and what exactly that is. And it's not just sitting thinking about nothing. It's being purposeful and being in the moment. And one way to be mindful is to listen to the sounds around you or concentrate on your breathing. There's lots of different ways to be mindful.
My kids were just learning about that in school.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's really
Good
timely,
deal.
too, because, if mom's learning about it or dad is, and the kids are learning about it, too, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great for the whole family.
So what else you got going on? As if that's not enough.
Right. We have several things coming up. We do kind of slow down as the holidays get here. Well, I say we slow down as far as having outside classes. I'm not sure we ever slow down. But it gets busy. People get busy. They're not as likely to just come in for a class. So
Right.
we will have a make and taste in December, towards the beginning of December. And
Which would be great for presents for Christmas, by the way.
Yes.
Just saying.
We have our, I already said our make and taste. In January, February, we'll start our weight management or healthy eating classes. And we've got a lot of planning going on.
Well, and I love your website. I will
you.
say, I mean, that is one that's there's a ton of stuff on, but it's easy to go through and find things. So let them know about that too.
Are you talking about the extension website or our Facebook page?
Both.
Which one? Both.
Both. I
Okay,
like
so
both.
we have a Caldwell County Extension Facebook page. Then each of the agents have a Facebook page as well. So mine is the Family and Consumer Sciences, and then we have just a website that we update with our upcoming programs, and you can find information about homemakers and other things going on at the office. And if you search for Caldwell County Cooperative that will come up in your search.
And if you have any questions that maybe she didn't cover something that you wanted to talk about
Sure.
today, you've got a phone number that
I
you
do.
answer all the time, don't you?
Well, if I'm not there, I will call you back. Someone answers it all the time. 365-2787.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're still reading with kids and that sort of thing too, right?
Yes, still doing all that. I'm actually headed to the preschool after we leave here to do a nutrition program. We read a book, we sing a song. I won't sing it for you. And we have a healthy snack.
Well, that sounds fantastic. Thank you
Sounds
for
like a
coming
great day.
in today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Ashley White, that's our agent for Family Consumer Science at the UK Extension Office, and any one of our agents would be happy to help you. Have questions concerning gardening, concerning food, concerning nutrition.
Canning. There was even canning
all
on
kinds
there.
of stuff. It is a wealth of information, knowledge is all university research backed at the UK Extension Office, US 62 West in Princeton, 365-2787. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm fitness expert Jay Cardiello. Nutritional supplements can help support our health and fuel our immune systems. But how do you know which ones to take? GNC took the guesswork out with GNC For You, a plan that customizes daily vitamin and supplement packs personalized just for you and delivered right to your door. Start your wellness journey with GNC. Take a lifestyle quiz and you're on your way. I took the quiz and it was fast and easy. Go to GNC4U.com. That's GNC, the number 4, the letter U.com. Live well.
Little Caesar's thin crust pizza is so loaded with cheese and pepperoni you can't even see the crust. And if you ever want to see it again, listen very carefully. Bring $6.49 in unmarked bills or marked bills or coins or just a credit or debit card to Little Caesar's. Come alone and bring your friends or family. Bring everyone. Get a Little Caesar's large thin crust pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $6.49.
Pizza.
Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra most bestest thin crust pepperoni pizza versus large round one topping thin crust pepperoni pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
Fall is the beginning of flu season. Protect yourself with a flu vaccine at the Health First Community Health Center. It is your best shot at stopping the flu from getting to you. With same-day appointments and walk-ins welcome, they make it easy to arm yourself against infection. Contact the Health First Community Health Center office toll-free at 1-877-667-7017 or visit one of their 7 locations for all your healthcare needs. At Health First, your health is our first concern. That's Health First Community Health Center.
The holidays, time to enjoy with those you love. If you're thinking about new flooring in your home before the holidays, now's the time to stop in at Perry's Floors and More and let them help you find the perfect flooring that will not only add warmth and style to any room in your home, but also flooring that will stand up to the wear and spills of everyday life. Whichever floor you choose will be backed by reputable manufacturers and installed with expert care. See Bill and Lucy at Perry's Floors and More, 127 West Market, Princeton. Call 270-365-9869.
This Saturday night, the Cats will welcome a conference foe to Kroger Field.
To get that victory.
Missouri Tigers.
For everybody in the Big Blue Nation.
And your Kentucky Wildcats.
Airtime this Saturday at 4:30.
106.5 WKDZ and worldwide at WKDZradio.com.
1580 103.3 WPKY, Tess and Ty on Coffee Talk. And, of course, Miss Ashley White from the Caldwell County Extension Office was just with us. And I will tell you, hey, I was proud of you for doing that bicycle out there at Caldwell Medical. I was proud of you.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. I thought, why not get a little exercise and make a smoothie? And you could do that because Ashley had that stationary bike that was had a blender attached to it, and they had a great smoothie recipe. It had all kinds of fruit, and I think it had yogurt, low-fat yogurt, maybe Greek yogurt in there. And they, you whip it up and make a smoothie. It was great. It was delicious.
Well,
good
these
for
days
you.
everybody's kind of looking to, as even though I know it's kind of ironic because even though as technology advances and it seems like we've got more and more and more things that you have to plug in, there's also the same movement to kind of go green and off grid and do things without plugging it in. And so I thought that was a great alternative and something that was really educational and fun all at the same time.
It was. I doubt we'll see a trend in running electronics with bicycles, though. I doubt that's going to happen. That's pretty cool, though.
It's a fun lesson for the kids.
It is.
And if you go camping or something like that, that would actually be a really kind of fun thing.
Put your generator on there and generate some power.
Why not?
you
Rig
could
up a
do
little
that.
alternator for a battery. I mean, you never know.
You could
do all kinds of things.
You could do that, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, I love that because it's alternative ways of doing things, and anytime you can get a kid's mind rolling, that's a good thing.
No doubt about it. We're in Coffee Talk. It's 8:25. Annie Catron from the United Way at the Pennyrile is coming here in a few minutes, and it's Small Business Week for them, Tess, and they cover 4 counties here in our Pennyrile region. That's Caldwell, Trigg, Christian, and Todd counties, and they're right in the middle of Small Business Week. Now, they've had the United We Dine going on all through the month of October, and that's where businesses, restaurants are donating part of their revenue to United Way.
Right.
And now this is Small Business Week. So volunteers from the United Way are out and about in all our participating communities and talking with businesses about the United Way and raising money.
They do such a great job anyway, though. I mean, they're some of those people that, man, you just want to hug them and say thank you.
No doubt about it.
They're so active and they do so much for our community. So we thank those folks for that.
Well, the United Way, the Pennyrile, partners with 20 agencies in our 4-county service area of Caldwell, Christian, and Todd and Trigg counties. So, and of course, they're right in the middle of their big campaign, and that is, of course, what is raised here stays here. Kind of got the Vegas theme.
And, I'm all about that.
Definitely. And the nice thing about Small Business Week is that, there were some folks that, we had a really active United Way here in Caldwell County several years ago, and it's kind of, the office closed here in the county, but yet and everybody merged these 4 counties for the Pennyrile. And what is really great is that United Way is still active and very viable in servicing these communities and getting funding to our industry like Bright Life Farms, Trace Industries, all kinds of partnering agencies that they donate to or that your donation goes to. Here in our 4-county area. So it's fantastic. It's a wonderful thing. And these volunteers are going to be out and about in our business community discussing that. You might say, United Way, I've heard of it. I don't know much about it. So give them a listen. And when they're out there and they come into your business because they're doing good things in our 4-county region. So
well, and I think sometimes, especially like during this right here around November, and of course Thanksgiving coming and that sort of thing, you do hear a lot of different charities and organizations and that sort of thing. It seems like a lot of times, the holidays kind of brings a lot of those things out as far as being in the news, because people are in need of their services. To be perfectly honest, though there seems to be even more, especially when the cold weather hits. So, I mean, that, make sure you check them out. Know the organizations in your area. Know what they do. Become educated when you're, wanting to figure out, where do I want my charitable donations to go to this year? Look around at the different ones and make sure that you educate yourself as far as maybe you would like yours to stay here locally or, in our area. that's an option. So make sure that you do that.
No doubt about it. And of course, it's wonderful that they have a website that you can go to and kind of read about some of the things they're doing. You can hear about their story. That is pennyrileunitedway.org. And you can see a lot of the impacts that they made, a lot of statistical impacts. They have a chart up from the impact that they have made on the 4 counties in 2018. You can check that out. Of course, they have their creed, their mission statements on there. So they do very important work, and without volunteers, if you're like, boy, I'd like to get involved with something, they're always looking. The United Way, the Pennyrile is always looking for willing, smiling volunteers to get out there and do the work of the United Way, because it is important work, and it does help us come together as a community to build these things and help these agencies out. Again, 20 partnering agencies in the 4-county service area of Caldwell, Christian, Todd, and Trigg counties in the United Way of the Pennyrile. So, again, Small Business Week this week, United We Dine, going on all through the month of October. And again, many restaurants participating in that. And you can go on their website, pennyrileunitedway.org, and check out which restaurants are participating in that activity, so you can patronize them and help them out. So
there's something else going on in our area at our sister station this weekend, and I want to make sure that I mention that. And I appreciate it. I got my Pink Out shirt.
Yes.
And of course, we talked to Kim Allen yesterday and Kimberly Allen yesterday, and on Coffee Talk, and want to remind everybody at the big Pink Out on Friday. And of course, part of that it is, in celebration for Our Lady, Miss Beth Mann, and she is. I am in awe of her most of the time. I say in awe of her. Such a strong lady and a survivor, and we want to celebrate her. Kind of kicking that. And but we also want to support everybody in the area, because there's so many people that has been touched in one way or the other. We want to encourage awareness and going and getting some tests done. Just checking it out. Maybe taking just sit down and talk to your daughters about it as well, so that they know how important it is. Maybe you have grown daughters. Go together. Make it a girls' day. But that's something that we want to make sure that we stress and stress how important that is. And then, of course, the radio room is going to be opening, so we're celebrating that as well on Friday. You can go by and visit that, and it is absolutely amazing.
It certainly is, and ribbon cuttings from the Trigg County Chamber and the Christian County and Hopkinsville Chamber of Commerce. They've got 2 ribbon cuttings over there, and of course the event's from 3 to 5. A lot of vendors set up over there, and just DJ a celebration. The DJ the third radio room, and that's just going to be a wonderful celebration and a great time over at the Metroplex, and we're talking about the WKDZ studios. So
of course that's our sister station over there, and I had told them yesterday, I told Kimberly, I said, I knew this construction was going on. I mean, we knew that it was going on. We'd heard all about it, and we knew how excited everybody was, and I will tell you, Miss Beth Mann has put in so many hours on that, even down to picking out the doors and the every little detail inside that room. And I think I was completely ready for this really cool room. And then I walked in and I was like, oh my, what in the, my jaw was on the floor. I had no idea. I really didn't. It is absolutely, it took my breath away. And I was so proud of her and for her. And God bless them. They did a wonderful job. It's really a neat museum. If you haven't been to something like that, this is a great time to do that. It's so cool. Even WPKY, you say, well, that's a Cadis thing. No. There is tons of stuff from here in Princeton. We've got some of the original antenna over there from WPKY. There's microphones. There's radio. So make sure you go over there. There's a ton of history. And there is this cute, Annie, there is this really cute little yellow radio. And it's sitting down at the bottom. Have you seen my yellow radio? See, she has seen it too. And it is the cutest little, and I can just picture June Cleaver with her matching little daisy yellow refrigerator and maybe her toaster, and who knows, her stove might match too, and her little apron. But this little yellow radio that's there, and I just love it. And don't get me wrong, there's some that are just about as tall as you are, but They're gorgeous, and then there's this one cutesy little radio. So make sure you wave at my little radio when you go by. Hey, stick around. We've got plenty of coffee talk left, and Miss Annie is here, and we are going to talk to her next on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Hi, I'm fitness expert Jay Cardiello. Nutritional supplements can help support our health and fuel our immune systems. But how do you know which ones to take? GNC took the guesswork out with GNC for You, a plan that customizes daily vitamin and supplement packs personalized just for you and delivered right to your door. Start your wellness journey with GNC. Take a lifestyle quiz and you're on your way. I took the quiz and it was fast and easy. Go to GNC4U.com. That's GNC, the number 4, the letter U.com. Live well.
Little Caesars thin crust pizza is so loaded with cheese and pepperoni you can't even see the crust. And if you ever want to see it again, listen very carefully. Bring $6.49 in unmarked bills or marked bills or coins or just a credit or debit card to Little Caesars. Come alone and bring your friends or family. Bring everyone. Get a Little Caesars large thin crust pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $6.49.
Pizza.
Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra most bestest thin crust pepperoni pizza versus large round one topping thin crust pepperoni pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Well, rinse and repeat today and tomorrow. That's pretty well what you got for a forecast. Sunshine, though. You couldn't ask for it to be any prettier. High 69 today and tomorrow. Now, tonight, clear, low 46, so it will get a little bit chilly tonight. Then on Fridays, when your 20% chance of showers around lunchtime is going to start creeping in, high of 61. Now, Friday night, that 20% chance is going to increase to a 50-50 shot. Cloudy, otherwise low 45. And then over the weekend, highs are going to be right there around in the 60s. We do have showers likely on Saturday throughout the day. Lows going to dip to the upper 30s by Monday morning as you head back to work. So be aware of that. 40 at 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Raider Auction Company.
This is Mallory Hancock Lawrence, and we love our Caldwell and Line County friends. We invite you to come to Cada's anytime you can to shop with us. We're making it even easier for you. Whether you work in Cada's or just come to town for a visit, stop in and shop with us. But if you're in a hurry, you can pre-order your groceries at Hancock'sNeighborhoodMarket.com. It's so easy and convenient. Of course, we want to see your smiling face anytime we can, but if you're in a hurry, Hancock'sNeighborhoodMarket.com is the way to go. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Cada's.
Coming soon in the fall of 2019, a state-of-the-art memory care unit at Princeton Health and Rehab. This unit will have 38 available beds, its own dining and activity areas, which will include a multi-sensory snooze-lit room, a highly therapeutic environment for the purpose of delivering high levels of stimuli to patients with dementia. The highly desirable setting and space will fill up quickly. Please contact Angie Copeland today to secure your place. Call 270-705-0688.
1580 103.3 WPKY. 836 with Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk. And Annie, I'm telling you, I'm going to butcher her last name. God bless her. It's Catron, right?
Annie Catron.
Catron.
I told you, I'll answer to either.
So
it's
close. Fine. I got closer this time, I think, than I normally do. Bless your heart. Of course, you've got all kinds. You talk about a busy lady. There's one right there, Ty.
No doubt about it. Annie Catron, the executive director of the United Way, the Pennyrile, and we were just talking about all the excitement going on because we're in the campaign. We've had United We Dine going on all this month, where restaurants are donating and part of their revenues to the United Way. But this is a biggie because this is Small Business Week.
Oh my gosh. So this week, it's the second year that we've done it like this, and it's very labor intensive. We get a lot of volunteers this week calling on businesses, asking for donations, going out with me and visiting businesses, asking for donations. And we have volunteers even that just go out and their sole purpose is to pick up money from businesses who have already pledged and want to donate.
Yesterday you were in Trigg County.
I was in Todd County yesterday.
And it started in Trigg, I guess, Monday, right? Or not Todd, no, Christian County Monday.
Christian County Monday. Yeah. So we were kind of calling a day ahead this year. That's different. But we realized last year that we were calling businesses after we had been in them, or we were calling them and then walking into their doors. And we don't want to be intrusive, but we do want to give everybody the opportunity to donate and support their community and ensure that those needs that exist are being met.
I love your shirt.
Thank you. So
That's
this
the cutest thing.
Yes.
If you see me around town today, you'll see me in
Show the camera,
my
so they can see
yellow,
it.
fabulous United Way of the Pennyrile t-shirt. They are for sale. You can buy one on our website, $20, and then about 15 of that will go back to the campaign to support the county.
It's so cute, though. It looks like the old Vegas sign. That,
Yes,
the
that
Welcome
was
to
the
Vegas sign.
that was
It's
the
made just
entire
like
thought.
that. I
And,
love it.
and tell them the slogan. Well, I just said it.
So the slogan's "What's raised here stays here," and that's a huge part of our campaign every year. And we just thought we'd make it the highlight this year because we do keep those funds that are raised in each county going to the agencies serving each county.
Well, and I think that's important to a lot of people around here. I'm one of those people that, when I give a donation, I like to know that it's helping my friends and my neighbors and the people I go to church with and the people that I see at the grocery all the time. I mean, that's where I want my my focus to be, and I love that they're doing that this year.
Yeah, so we're really excited about it because we do it on a regular basis anyway, but some people just don't realize that the money donated here in Caldwell County stays in Caldwell County.
Right.
We were talking earlier, Annie, too, that, several years ago, we kind of had an office here, or a Caldwell County, basically, United Way, and then, of course, the merger between the four counties. But that doesn't mean the United Way has gone away, because it hasn't. It's still viable. Several people are still participating, but we always need more.
That's exactly right. So there used to be an office here when we absorbed that and became officially the United Way of the Pennyrile. We didn't stop offering services. We didn't stop helping those agencies here. We just don't have a physical presence. So we're trying to be more mindful of that and attend events and be seen in the community. But it's a little harder because there's just one of me. And so it's hard to be in all four counties at the same time. But you'll see us around a lot more in the next year. And we just want people to realize that money is going to help 10 agencies that are serving Caldwell County. And those are agencies that people are aware of. People see them on a regular basis, like the kids at Bright Life Farms, the clients at Pennyrile Industries, the American Red Cross. I know people don't like to think about things like Sanctuary or the Pennyrile Children's Advocacy Center, but they're here helping residents in Caldwell County because they're in a crisis situation. Same goes for Salvation Army. If there's a resident that needs assistance with housing or with clothing because of an issue, something that has happened in their life, Salvation Army is there for that. They may not have a physical presence here like most of our agencies, but their office is serving Caldwell County.
Right. Well, and I just started to ask too. A lot of people, say, "Well, what is United Way? What do they give to?" And I guess the answer is a lot.
Right. And so we did the statistics, we ran the numbers, and our goal for Caldwell County is $48,000.
Wow.
But if we got just $5 for every resident, we would raise over $60,000.
Wow.
And can you imagine what we could do with $60,000? We could help additional people. We could take on additional programming and additional services for those nonprofits in Caldwell County that are struggling, that need that little extra assistance. They could become United Way grant recipients or United Way partner agencies. And if we could just get that money raised in the community, the things that we could do would be amazing.
Right. Well, when they think about it, some of these organizations, what could they do with $100? The things that they do with nothing is
That's exactly
amazing.
Right.
And if they actually had some funding, man, what these people could do, because we've got some really, really talented people in Caldwell, especially when it comes to knowing how to take care of, the people that are here. We're good at that. But this would actually make us better at that.
Our nonprofits know how to stretch dollars and make the most out of every single penny. So you'll hear me say every dollar matters.
Right.
Whether it's a $1 donation one time, or $1 donation through payroll deduction, or a $100 donation through payroll deduction.
By the way, that is fantastic. Because I'm glad you said that, because you know what? That's the way I like to do it. That way I don't realize that I did anything, and if I didn't get it to begin with, I don't miss it.
That's the discussion that we have when we talk to people who do employee campaigns. You know, it comes out pre-tax. You do get a tax deductible on at the end of the year. But it's money that you don't see. You don't see invoices. You don't have to worry about whether I donated to that charity or not. You get to choose where your money goes, because we want you to choose. If you have a non-partner agency that is near and dear to your heart, we'll honor that. We'll give that money to them. But it's so easy to give through payroll deduction. That's why we encourage businesses to do it. It's really easy to set up on their end, because they're already doing tax deductions and things along that line. We send them an invoice rather than the employee, and it's just a one-time thing that we get set up, and then the employees
don't have to worry about it
don't
anymore.
have to worry about it at all.
Love that.
So, Annie, what can our businesses expect today as you're out and about here in town?
Yeah, so today we'll be out stopping. We've already had some businesses because we sent out letters, so your business may have received a letter just telling you that this was coming. We've already had some businesses that sent in their donation already, so a shout out to Princeton Lumber Company for already getting us their donation. But we'll be out asking for donations. We'll have information about the agencies serving Caldwell County. We'll talk a little bit more about the services that were received last year, if you have questions about that. And just know that last year, you know, in Caldwell County, we only raised $14,000. So for setting the goal at $48,000 was a big leap. But we realized that Caldwell County is a huge supporter of the agencies that we're serving. So if we could just get that word out and share that those agencies just need a little additional help, and you could do that through United Way, it's a big part.
Well, I hear it all the time. Boy, I'd love to help, but I just don't know how, Ty. Well, I bet they know how now.
Get them hooked up with Annie, and of course, Annie will be out along with some volunteers. Look for the yellow shirts. You cannot miss them. Again, what a wonderful, the campaign lasting through the end of the year.
Yes, so we'll, today is just a day that we'll be out, and if you have money you want to give today, you can give it. If you want to pledge today and send us a check after the first of the year, that we're completely okay with that as well. But yeah, our campaign runs through the end of the year, and anyone who wants to donate can do so. It's not just businesses. Just this week is focused on our small businesses.
And of course, you might see Annie today. She might come in, and you might gather up your employees, go, hey, this might be something that we want to do. So it's not like you have to necessarily do it today, but you get together and go, let's do some payroll deduction, or let's get everybody on board to donate. So that's kind of the cool thing. It's just educating everybody about the possibilities and the wonderful possibilities and the funding that can be done through the United Way of the Pennyrile.
That's right. And if you want me to stop by your business, ensure that I stop by and see you. You can give me a call on my cell phone. That's 270-484-1555.
Well, thank you. Have you got a website?
We do have a website. It's pennyrileunitedway.org. You can donate through the website for Small Business Week. You can also text, give the number 2 UWP to 313131, and we are taking credit cards. I've got a Square with me today, so cash, check, or card.
I love it, and I like that there's a whole bunch of different ways so that it can match up with just about anybody, and it stays here. I love that.
Right.
Stays here, stays here.
What's raised here stays here, and go online and get you one of those cool yellow shirts. And if you want one of those, when Andy shows up today, just say, hey, get me one of those shirts. How do I get one? So thank you so much. Again, the work continues, and we will continue to have you through the campaign anytime you want to come back.
All right.
Open door. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great day.
Enjoy.
Stick around as promised. We're going to talk about Halloween and candy and all kinds of good stuff. Stick around. 847 Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Well, rinse and repeat today and tomorrow. Sunshine, high 69. Tonight, clear, low 46. Now, on Friday, 20% chance of showers after lunchtime. Cloudy, otherwise, high 61. And then overnight, that 50-50 shot at overnight showers is going to actually turn into showers likely on Saturday morning. Now, otherwise, partly cloudy Saturday afternoon. So hopefully we can still get our festival on in Fredonia. Even plenty of time to probably clear up. Highs in the mid-60s. Now, we're going to kick off the new work week with temps barely reaching the lower 60s. Lows dipping into the upper 30s. Probably a little frost early next week, so be aware of that. 40 at 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Brantley Furniture.
My town, my Taco John's.
My favorite thing about summer? The taste of it. Fresh vegetables and a palette of color right on my plate. Like the all-new Sierra Chicken Sandwich, only at Taco John's. Made with TJ's own creamy Parmesan peppercorn Sierra sauce, a grilled chicken breast, and zesty recipe salsa, hugged by warm flatbread. Like summer, it's back, but only for a limited time.
My Taco John's.
Taco John's, Princeton.
1580, 103.3 WPKY. And I love it when Ty talks to me and I have my headphones on. He knows I can't hear him, but it's actually my secret way, ladies, of not paying attention to him.
That's exactly what it is.
By now it's Wednesday, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, shut up.
I wear one on and one off. She won't use that method.
Well, see, my hair's too big for that. If you had hair like I have hair, it would, well, that didn't sound nice, did it? I have big hair. I can't help it.
That's okay.
What is it we used to say in the 80s? Like the higher the hair, the closer to Jesus? Wasn't that what we did in the 80s?
I don't know. No idea.
Well, we did at the high school that I went to anyway. There's some people out there going, yeah, I know. So tell us what's going on this weekend. And who we got here, or not this weekend, next week, actually.
Yes, next week for Halloween. Of course, we've for several years now, we've had a Halloween safe night in downtown Princeton. So we have two folks here that are very instrumental in that. Lori Noel is here, and Lori, 3 years ago, was probably one of the founders of this thing, kind of got it in motion and kind of started the downtown thing. And they have Laura Klybert here, who is a member of the Princeton Rotary Club, and Rotary has taken on some of the role of downtown this year with our Halloween, as they have a gaming section. What are you calling that this year?
Rotary Arcade.
The Rotary Arcade downtown this year. So let's start with Lori Noel. And Lori, 3 years in now, and did you ever think it would facilitate and grow into what it's becoming?
Oh, yes. In the beginning, we thought it was going to be a really nice thing. You look at downtown Princeton, and the insight we had 3 years ago was we have everything decorated. It's beautiful. We have good lighting. It's safe. That was the main thing. We're looking at keeping the children safe. Why aren't we using that downtown? So we kind of got the ball rolling. We were met with a little, no, we can't do that. But we said, yes, we can. So we talked to all the merchants. Merchants got together, and we just invited all the local churches and all the people. As we still want to include everybody, anybody that, there's people that live out in the county that would love to see the kids. They want to give out candy. They're welcome to come downtown. It's not just merchants. It's whoever wants to show up. It's for the youth. It's a good time. It's grown. We did it last 2 years. The first year was a huge success. Last year was even better. Hopefully this year, with the streets closed, they can get that kind of spread out a little bit. We can keep the lines moving. Last year we got a little backlogged a little bit because it's amazing how many children show up. But we all have a good time, and we've had 2 years running of absolute safety and fun.
I think a lot of towns in different places are kind of moving toward a community, let's all get together in one location and do something. And I think that's fantastic, coming from a mom. And I know just about every mom and dad in our area has gone down this main street on Halloween praying that child does not slip off that sidewalk. It's, you got to drag them in and out of the car. Sometimes it's, it's raining or it's cold, and it's hard to do because about, 2 minutes later in the back seat of the car, half the costume's off, and you got to put it right back on when you drag them out. So this is kind of neat, and it's a safe way to do it. They get to see their friends.
You're looking down the streets. It's fall weather. The leaves are falling. Then you have the dew. Like you said, a little rain. It promotes nothing but slick. And like you said, they're down. They're getting hurt. And it's just downtown. You don't have it.
Well, and if you've got multiple kids, you're always worried about one of them running off, or you know, you turn your back and they've fallen up the stairs. Yeah, and you know, this is a really great, safe alternative. They can come in groups, and they can all come together, and everybody load up in the van and go. And Ty, I mean, you know, when yours were little, I bet that would have been a great thing that you would have loved.
It would. We used to do Main Street, but the great thing this year, of course, we got the streets closed, as Lori said. That helps a whole lot, I think. And then, of course, with the addition, Laura, of the Rotary Club, the Rotary Arcade, tell us about that, because with, I think, Mayor Young's help and the Rotary Club's help, it's a little bit of an additional and expansion of our Halloween downtown.
Yes, we wanted to add another dimension to this event, this community event. So, as stated, this will be a great opportunity for safety, because the streets will be closed off, and so the side streets. One, Harrison Street, will be closed off as well. So on both sides of Harrison Street, between the in front of the library and the Woodall Agency, as well as the other side between the Presbyterian Church and Joseph's Closet, there are a variety of old-fashioned games will be set up, and this is an opportunity and they'll be great, age-appropriate, everywhere from toddlers up to kids 10, 11. It's about community. It's about kids experiencing what it's like just to have fun. It's not a focus on winning. It's not a focus on getting something. It's not a focus on the competition of it, but truly just to have fun.
Now, are these going to cost or?
No. Everything there's not going to be any tickets. There's not going to be, anything set up to make it difficult. We have about 20 games that will be spread out between the two side streets, and they will be very quick. Kids to come through. It's my understanding that about 1,500 kids showed up last year for trick-or-treating, and that could even grow more. So we're being very cognizant of very short games where kids can play, and we can get kids in and out and moving. We're also going to have a photo booth opportunity set up in Osheska Park, where there will be 3 different types of backdrops. And again, there's no cost there. So parents just need to bring their cell phones, which of course is not challenging, because we know that none of us go anywhere without our cell phone. So kids and families can have an opportunity to make a memory and take a picture.
Well, I love that too, because Mom and Dad have already spent all kinds of money on the costume, and these days a lot of that stuff isn't cheap, I mean, it all costs. So when you can come down there and go trick-or-treating, and that's one of the fun things normally is that, we get free candy. So if you can go down and get your picture taken, play games, and get candy, it's a win-win.
I guess the Rotary Club will be manning all the games?
Yes, we have.
Now look at him and say, yes, you will.
Yes. Ty, you will be a honorary Rotarian Halloween night. Yes.
Uh-oh.
So no, we have a variety of volunteers where we'll. And as the plans are finishing up, and once we get a definite head count, then if we don't have enough volunteers or enough games, then we have some opportunities to reach out to some other local clubs or local churches. I believe there was a couple of local churches last year that set up some games, I believe the Lebanon Baptist Church, and they are certainly being encouraged to do so again. So we're not going to just, keep this as only a Rotary event. This is a community event, and this is an opportunity for many peoples to have their finger on the pulse, and just to ensure that kids have a fun and safe evening.
Well, WPKY is going to be there. We're gonna be down there, aren't we, Ty? And I know Audrey is she's been already talking about her costume, and we're gonna have a great time.
Audrey's been in 3 years running, Lori. And,
Audrey is excited.
And Lori,
this every year.
This is a community event, as Laura said, and it takes vision, it takes cooperation, it takes everybody working together, and I think you can be proud, and some of the founders that sort of initiated this safe night here in Princeton.
main attraction with Jessica and Rhonda helped me out a whole lot the first year. We got a big push, and we got it in there and got it done.
Jessica's pretty excited about it. I will say I've talked to her about
Yes.
it, and she's pretty excited. I
I'm
think
interested
everybody
to,
is.
I'm interested to see what they're going to do this year. I think last year was what? They were Ninja Turtles, and the first year they did
I'm not
scarecrows
telling. Don't
and
worry,
stuff.
I'm not telling. I won't tell. But it's going to be fun.
Oh, I'm sure. It always is. It's great just to see the kids.
It was a great idea to start with, and I'm glad to see that it's still going. I think it was a needed thing here in Princeton. I really do. I think that it was a necessity, and I'm glad that we have it.
It is. It was something that it was simple to do. It wasn't hard. People tried to make it a little difficult, but it's not. You just set up and hand out candy. It's all you got to do. Kids are tickled to death.
For the most part, I think people want to get involved and do a lot of things. They just don't know how to go about it.
It was great. Some people really thought on the first year, oh no, Lori, what have you done? But we had a great turnout. We had lots and lots of people. And then the next year, the phone calls just come. They're calling me all the time. They start in August. When are we going to get ready? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I just tell them, there's nothing to do. Nothing, just show up, bring your candy.
And if they bring their candy and they want to hand out candy, how much does it cost for them to set up?
Nothing.
I love that.
It's all free.
That's what
it's
free.
It's free.
Many communities, Katie's has been doing this for years. There's several communities that have been doing this. And,
yes.
There was talk about why isn't it being done in Princeton? And guess what? It finally got done because somebody took the initiative to get the ball rolling and get it done. And it just keeps growing and getting better and becoming just another one of these fabulous community events that we have where the entire community comes together. And that's what it's all about, to keep these kids safe, give them a fun environment, because pretty much the way it's set up, from what at least I understand, is that the parents can rest assured that their little ones, their bigger ones, can pretty much run around up there and be in a safe environment, not to worry about cars and traffic and that kind of thing. Just have a good time.
Well, and a lot of people are always wondering, when are we going to do trick-or-treating this year? When is it going to, what is the real time to start and stop trick-or-treating? So this kind of answers all the questions at once. Well, Princeton's doing it downtown, and this is the times we're going to do it. And, of course, this year it is going to be on a Thursday, and it is going to actual the 31st on Halloween, right?
Yes, 4:30 to 7:30.
All right. See, that couldn't be easier, because I know some communities are doing it over the weekend. We are going to do it on Thursday, the 31st, on Halloween. As it should be.
Yes.
I think that's amazing.
Some things unless the weather is just horrid, you have to do on the date. It's not Halloween unless you do it on Halloween.
Well, you got to have it a little bit chilly, right? You want that hot chocolate to mean something when you get it. And some of your costumes are a little furry, so you don't want to sweat yourself to death. So that's a good thing.
I think the weather is going to be perfect for it. And Lori, thank you so much for your vision, and everybody else, that the girls down at the beauty shop, when you guys kind of started thinking about doing this. And again, all our downtown merchants need to be thanked that are participating and are all in, as well as the Princeton Rotary Club for having the Rotary Arcade this year. It's going to be a fun time downtown Princeton on Halloween night.
Well, we're going to see you there. Of course, WPKY will be there. I guarantee we're going to be giving away some stuff. I can't wait to see what Audrey Lamb looks like.
Never know.
I've been hearing a little bit about that, so make sure you join us from 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Thank you.
The voice of Caldwell County. We're 1580 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump announces on Twitter the creation of a safe zone for Kurds in northern Syria and that captured ISIS fighters are secured. He'll make a statement from the White House at 11 Eastern.
After the U.S. troops have left, Turkey is turning to Russia to conduct joint patrols along the Syrian border. And yesterday, President Trump's U.S. envoy to the Syria fight, Jim Jeffrey, in a stark admission said that if American troops had not left the border, Turkey would likely have not invaded, and they would have thought about it twice.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson at the Pentagon. 39 bodies are found in the back of a truck in Essex, England. The 25-year-old driver from Northern Ireland's under arrest.
At this stage, we have not identified where the victims are from or their identities, and we anticipate this could be a lengthy process.
Deputy Police Chief Pippa Mills, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson calls this an unimaginable tragedy and truly heartbreaking. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Sunshine today, a high near 69. Clear overnight tonight, a low down to 46. Thursday, mostly sunny as well, a high near 70. Thursday night, mostly cloudy, a low 46. Friday, cloudy, and then that slight chance of showers moving in, about a 20% chance with a high Friday only 61, with the overnight low Friday night at 45. Again for today, sunny skies with a